is craving sugar. By the 5th day, I was ready to kill somebody. Right? And you realize that you do know, of course, that sugar is an addiction. It's literally an addiction. Okay? 6, 7 days, you know what, you got used to it there and you came out of it there. By the 10th day, you freed yourself from the desire for that taste of sugar. Okay? Then after that day, I was put on another exercise. No salt. Are baap. Try and eat food without salt. Try and eat anything without salt. It's raw. Oh. But after so many days, 10 days, whatever it is there, unfortunately I only had I was okay, I could sort out my life in 10 days. But some people goes up to 40 days, it takes them a while to wean themselves off it, right? Right? Hey, Baba, Allahu Akbar. But after that, tea without sugar, carry on, mashallah, subhanallah. Coffee without sugar, mashallah, subhanallah, tabarakallah. Food without salt, alhamdulillah, subhanallah, tabarakallah. Eat the food, why? It's just carbs, proteins and fats, that's it. The stomach is the equalizer, all your slavery to your tongue. Of 7 centimeter tongue, we all know. That's where it is. The rest of it goes down the throat, what happens? Khalas, the stomach says, okay, right, too much of carbs. There's not a banting diet here, right? Right? And it just resolves the matter, and the rest of it comes out. We slaves to that. That's why you have to learn, right? Hunger. Okay? Okay, right. Right. Then the 5th one or the 6th one is that when you sit in the company of the teacher and when the teacher is teaching, if you don't commit yourself in terms of learning, and if you don't commit yourself in terms of giving 100% commitment and attention and devote the attention to the teacher, you're lost it. Right? I think Sultan Al-Arifin Baizil Al-Bustani rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi stated that a student, a spiritual seeker, will never be able to acquire anything from his teacher until he learns as much from the silence of the teacher as he learns from the speech of the teacher. Until you don't have the ability to learn both from the silence of the teacher as well as from the speech of the teacher, then you'll never acquire anything. Okay? Okay, going very quickly. Right? And when it comes to acquiring this knowledge there, then issues of family, wife, children, this, that, and everything inside there, gee, won't help, right? It's a commitment. Like, like you go to work from 9 to 5, right? It's a commitment. This is what I'm doing here, that's it. There you don't pay attention to, oh, are we having supper now? Oh man, I'm missing my children. Can I Skype them right now? No, you carry on. Right? And I know teachers there who teach, they don't have the normal, like sessions there. Okay, first period is from 9 o'clock to 9:30. We're going to teach you this knowledge here, and then we'll break for tea, and then after we're going to teach you the second part of the thing there, and we're going to teach you. No, if they start, they'll start for 1 hour and they'll carry on for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours continuously, or they'll speak for 5 minutes and keep silent. And that 5 hours will be equivalent to the 5 minutes of silence. Or the 5 minutes bayan. That's how it works. That's how it works. Okay? Right. More importantly, when you come into the spiritual part, then you don't focus on dunya and dunyawi affairs, because you are here to learn about the afterlife. Right? 3/4 of the problems that people have when they become spiritual seekers is that they take the spiritual teacher or the master who's teaching them the spiritual part there as the agony aunt, as the problem solver, right? As their financial advisor, right? As this and as that, as this and that, and everything inside there. And 99.9% of the time, whatever question they're asking to the teacher has to do with their own personal matters, right? And 1% is about the spiritual matters. And they use them, he becomes the emotional crutch. And the emotional crutch, he becomes the emotional crutch. That's why people don't go anywhere. Hazrat Shah Muhammad Ibrahim Soofie rahimahullah ta'ala was Soofie Saab's son, and he lived all his life in India and Ajmer, right? And he came down to South Africa, his final trip to South Africa, he only came to South Africa twice. Soofie Saab's son. He came here, what a great waliullah. In the 1950s when he came, SABC TV had just launched then, you're talking SABC in the height of apartheid or just, right? SABC actually came there and did a clip of him arriving, at the Durban docks and him being welcomed by the Muslims of South Africa in Durban. SABC actually did a clip on him. That's how great and he revered you are. What a friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? People used to come to him every day. The Memon community should be there every day. Bawa do this, Bawa make dua for this one, Bawa make dua for this one, give a tabiz for this one here, give a tabiz for this one here. Bawa this problem, Bawa that problem there. Hazrat will sit there, write tabiz, make dua, make folk this one here, listen to your problem, listen to their stories, left, right and center. Right? For the months that he was here for about 3-4 months, every single day from about 8:30 in the morning till Zohar time, people will come. The whole dunya used to come, blow in the water, do this one here, make dua for my child, this one here, get married, the normal stories. One day, he got nice and tired, right? People would come there. Right? One day he got the azan went. He just picked up his kurta there. So some people gave him a gift of money or something. He got irritated because people give him money, so he took the money. Like, shatka the things. Sis, I don't want this. He moved it away from there. He says, I've been here for 3 months. Everyone comes to me, this problem, that problem, this problem. Make dua for this, make dua for that, make dua for this. Give me tabiz for this, give me tabiz for that. He says, not one person has come to me asking me, I'm seeking Allah. Not one person comes to me seeking Allah. Everything that they seek is seeking self. And eventually after that day, when people kept asking, seeking Allah, no, boss, thank you, and then not for me, thank you very much. What it requires? What does it require? That's the crux. It requires of you to basically just shut up and don't allow your brain to engage, especially if the man knows what he's doing. A very simple example. If you were conscious during a bypass operation, how would you manage? Before they used to actually, cut you open here, literally cut your bone open, that they should saw your bone. That used to cause more pain than I think the bypass itself at that time. Am I right, Doc? Right? Because they should cut through your whole bone, and the bone needed to be joined. I remember, my grandfather's brother, initially in the 1980s, he was one of the first few people who had a bypass. And for 3-4 months, the recovery period was at that time. Right? They cut through the bone. Imagine yourself, right? When an operation, your own bypass operation is taking place. You see the doctor coming inside there, right? Using literally like what do you call those things? Angle grinder. Cutting through here. Yeah, they use angle. Ask Hazratji, he had open heart surgery, right? Pull your rib cage open. Rip your heart out. Put it onto the bypass machine there, right? Work on whatever they need to do, blah, 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 in terms of, the veins and unblocking them and putting those things inside there and doing whatever it is and then stitching up and everything inside there. If you were conscious and if you had to express your opinion or articulate your feelings at that time there, do you think any doctor would be able to conduct a bypass operation with the patient not uttering a word? Now you know why they put you off to sleep? At best to shut you up. Nowadays, I think people do stents nowadays, so they just do a local anesthetic or whatever it is there, right? And they put the machine there, and you can watch your bypass or the stent being put into your heart and whatever it is, right? And most people are quite conscious during that process, from what I've heard, right? Quite a few people told me they did that, right? It's scary. It is extremely scary, right? And like you want to know at every moment of what's going on, now it's going. Imagine now if your heart is spiritually diseased and you came to a spiritual doctor to tell him my heart is spiritually diseased, and he looks at you and says, yeah, hey, plenty of your arteries are blocked. One is blocked by arrogance, one is blocked by greed, one is blocked by desire, one is your main aortic valve is blocked by your own self, by your own ego. Right? I got to clear up all these valves. I could conduct a bypass operation. The only difference in terms of a spiritually diseased heart and a physically diseased heart is that when your heart is physically diseased and they're going to conduct a bypass there, they put you off to sleep. When they're conducting a spiritual bypass operation on you there, you are wide awake. And you've got to maintain the degree of self-power and trust in the doctor that he's trying to put you right. Don't ask him, why are you shoving that thing down into my one artery there? It's not that blocked from what I can see. Why not put in the other one? Why don't you start with this one first? It will never happen. It will never happen. And this is the thing that people are not ready for. Right? They don't want to give themselves over to somebody. And so at times in this day, in modern age, let me qualify that. It's very dangerous to do so. Neem Hakim, Khatra Jan. Neem Mullah, Khatra Iman. Right? A half-baked doctor is a danger to your life. And a half-baked mullah and a Hazratji is a danger to your iman. Ask our specialists there, how many of the dermatologists that you know who have now qualified as dermatologists will you go to? How many will you go to? Considering that they've lowered the standards so much, they got a 40% carry on. MashaAllah, subhanAllah, you know, dermatologists carry on. Am I right? I remember Prof. Mita was telling me about 2 months ago, right, that one student was there, he failed a student who was doing specialization, just to get the specialization. He failed the student. So the student's mentor and the doctor who was actually helping her to get her specialization came then fought to Prof. Mita. How can you do this inside here? Prof. Mita said, excuse me, the patient doesn't know one artery there that everyone should know about. So the specialist who is the teacher of the student is telling Prof. Mita, so what answer did she give? So Prof. Mita said, no, she gave this answer. So the specialist who's the teacher told Prof. Mita, but isn't that the artery? Prof. Mita looks at him, he says, where did you get your specialization from? Where did you get your qualification from? He says, you don't know elementary stuff and you are teaching people to become specialists. And see, ask him, wallahi ask him. He told me the teacher didn't know what he was talking about. He couldn't identify that, one of those whatever thing they call it, like an X-ray or whatever it was. He couldn't identify, the specialist couldn't identify. Then he's fighting with me why I failed his student. No, I'm very serious about it. And here, you want to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then you get into other people, no, I'll do it myself. No, do it yourself. No, I'll find my own way to God. No, I'll read from the 40 du'as and 40 duruds and the hadith of the Prophet. The Prophet said, read this dua, Prophet said, read this dua, Prophet said, read this dua. I'll do it yourself. No, DIY Islam, I'll do it myself. No, I don't need a spiritual teacher, I don't need a spiritual master there. No, I'll just read the books. I'll read the books. Good luck. Good luck. Reading a book of maps, right, and actually traveling the road are 2 different things. We sit there with a book of maps. Oh, I've been to Durban. Where? No, I read it on the map. I saw the picture of Muslim Babina on the internet. So what? You qualified on Durban, you're an expert on Durban. Right, okay. Now I'm telling you all of this one here because these are the challenges that face people, and these are some of the challenges there that people are faced with. Right? In the sense that like someone told me the other day, I think on Saturday night or Sunday, I'm ready to learn. Right? So you need to sit down and so I said, but I'm sorry, I'm not ready to teach. Can you give me, huh? I didn't say I'm not ready to teach. Huh? So I said, no, you need to find someone who's ready to teach you. I'm not ready to teach yet. He said, it's because you think I'm not ready to learn. I said, no, I didn't say. I said, I'm not ready to teach. I said, what am I going to teach you? So he said, no, in the spiritual part. I said, okay, do the Prophet said, none of you believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Right? I said, go and apply that. You will not qualify as a believer until you love for your brother or sister what you love for yourself. I said, go and practice this in life now. The guy said, no, alhamdulillah, no, profound. I said, no, practice it. Go practice it. When do you think he's going to come back to me? Should he ever come back to me? Go ahead. When you want to start? Start off early in the morning. Love for your brother what you love for yourself. Gee, hey, I got to hey, I had a good night's sleep. Hey, but my neighbor next door doesn't have a nice bed like me. Maybe I should work today. I should buy him a bed too, so he'll have a good sleep like me. Hey, hot shower. Hey, people in Lamontville next door to Westville, they don't have water. Let me see if I can do something in terms of, solving the water shortage there. Hey, mashallah man, oh, I got running sewer here, I don't have to put the bucket there and take out all your night soil, get rid of it there. Let me go and give them open sanitation. You want me to start from there? I'm giving you a simple indication. Start from there. Oh, look at my pearly whites that I had capped, my teeth are all capped inside there. My poor brother, his mouth is smiling there, he said he's suffering from, what they call it, some disease they call it in there, halitosis. Right? Stupid example. What a point is, love for others what you would love for yourself. And you will qualify as a believer. Please, tell me when you're going to start, when you're going to come back to me. When you're going to come back to me. And here we are, we want profound words of wisdom. Profound words of wisdom. Please. Please. Oh, I want to become the best Muslim. The Prophet says, Ayu Islam Abdal, he said, Tu'ti'u ta'am wa taqra'u salam, ala man arafta wa man lam ta'rif. Feeding of food, poverty alleviation. Gee, when you come and solve world hunger, tell me you've done the best Islam. We are the world and singing it won't help. You understand my point? And this is what is very critical. Hey, go have your people's tea, please. Assalamu alaikum. I'll see you after tea.